to get the picture of everything in the light. There we go. That should now indicate which one is which. This wouldn't take too long. I can see them glitching out there. I'm surprised that... Because I don't think I killed all of them. Well, I killed all of them, but I don't think I torched all of them. Okay. So. What's the one on this side? Bayan. Okay. What is Bayan? Bayan is top corner. So I believe that one is full. I believe it's that one. Veneta. Top corner. It is mostly full with a slight bit cut out. I believe it's that. Katesh. Katesh is the lovers. So, full, but tiny bit cut out on the other side, so it's correct as it is. Rot front. Rot front is empty. So I believe that's rot front. Yamet is one at the top. Mostly empty with a bit clipped out. Let's say it's that. And Leng. Which one is Liang? The bottom one. Only a tiny sliver of gold visible on one side. And that makes no physical sense whatsoever. But does this look familiar for anyone that was following along with the full LP? This is the room from the start of the game. The national flag, it's meaningless. Black and white pictures of the paintings Ariana used to make. Suddenly everything here now makes sense to the person looking at it. Old Imperial serials. Ariana loved reading these. Textbooks on radio operation. These used to belong to Ariana's mother. Textbooks. That's the king in yellow there. I believe. And that right there, that safe there, that's for one of the endings. That's for the bullshit ending. The, to get that, I believe there's certain radio frequencies that you can hear which don't correspond to, seemingly, to anything in the game. But there's a certain kind of technique, I forget what it's called, but you can basically run that like backwards through like a radio transmitter and it will produce an image. Those images are of 3 different rooms in the game. If you go to those rooms and play that particular radio frequency that you hear, that corresponds to each one, you will be given a key. I forget what they're called, but they're sort of nonsense keys. Each one of those is for each one of those locks. You open this up, and you get the... Oh, I forget what the ending is called. The ritual ending. But this is the end. This is the, hang on. Look at it. Yeah, you can't actually get in. It's locked. It requires a key. Yeah. This is the, as you can see, it's got that. It's got the symbol on it. But yeah, that's the psychopath ending, because this game has 4, technically, 4 endings. Well, it's got 4.5 endings because there's the fake out ending, 3 normal endings. But yeah, there's the King in Yellow again. The computer screen is blank. Ariana's old radio transmitter. It's still transmitting. What's that? 195? Oh, it doesn't say. Maybe I'm just reading it incorrectly. Oh well. King in Yellow. The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home, eh? Pick up the King in Yellow. Yes. Now I can move around, look. And that door is open. Incidentally, on that door, this door, at the start of the game, I think there are 5 locks on it. There are 5 copies of the King in Yellow that you can see throughout the game. And that last one opens up the last lock. Interesting room here, and I now cannot go back. ×2. Okay. Auntie's note. I left some of yesterday's dinner in the fridge for you. You can warm it up when you get back from school. Please pick up the books your uncle ordered from the Etal bookstore on your way home. Remember to leave some space in your school bag for them this time, so they don't get wet. Basically, leave one slot in your inventory open for something, because you're gonna fucking need it. Oh, let me read. Up front. Workforce assignment for Ariana Young. We have been informed that your compulsory military service period was recently completed. According to our files, you had previously graduated from the Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School in Rotfront Sector C on R3459C, and have recently submitted an application for military service assignment, Penrose Program. You have been processed by Aeon Workforce Assignment, previous work experience, store clerk, Young Photo Store, part-time, compulsory military service, Rotfront Orbital, long-range radio operations, officer training. Should you not be accepted by the military service program by the end of the season or find other employment, you will be assigned the following workplace: S23 Sapinski Production and Mining Facility on Liang, which is the weird facility we've been stuck in for most of the game. So if you didn't want to get what this is saying out here, that if Ariana didn't get on the Penrose program, she would have been sent to that facility. So in an alternative timeline, that's where she could have ended up. 20 pistol rounds, that's a lot. Letter from Mother. My dearest Ariane, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better again. I was very worried when I heard from your aunt that you were in the hospital again. I still remember how you used to get sick so much as a child. Please don't overexert yourself, okay? The photo you sent me is very interesting. What a strange coincidence that she looks so much like you. You could be twins. Perhaps she was related to us somehow, though I don't know anyone named Sio in our family. And from the looks of it, it was shot in Veneta. Your military service will begin soon, so you might be wearing a uniform like her soon enough. Please send me a photo when that happens. So yeah, Ariana Young. No, not. It's the... Oh wow. Roll of 6. I don't think it's in now. The picture, I believe, is gone. I think this is very obviously the last one. The last file. Or the last thing here. So. You know what? Keep those on just for the sake of it. $20 pistol rounds. Good grief. Not a lot of anything. Can I? Over capacity. I can't hold any more pistol rounds. Right, so. Express. Okay, I don't think there's that much use to carrying a lot of guns for this particular fight. But I will bring that, and I'll leave a slot empty. I'm just going to double save just to make sure I've got everything geared up for the final bout. Yeah, it just says end. It is very clear. Onwards we go. This is the end. Leave forever. Yeah, we'll leave forever. I believe this is locked in, whichever ending I get. There's a mysterious corridor. It's just grating. Adler's note. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. And soon, all of us replica will have lost our sense and turned to writhing masses of flesh. And I believe it was not an infectious disease, nor some form of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself. As I've relived the same cycle over and over, each time details changed. Things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it all turns to nothing but noise? Different floor texture now. Drawing of a red eye. A red dream. A crashed ship. A strange gate. A hole in the ground. An island beyond reach. Memories from other lives. Dreams of suffering and loneliness. A promise. A search for someone lost. I saw her in the red emptiness waiting for me. We made a promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. Now I can no longer tell where Falk ends and LSTR begins. So that'll be a message from Falk. So she seems to have gone into the red waste, seen someone, presumably Ariana, and it now has LSTR partly in her. Stop. You must turn back. There's nothing for you there. You've tried so many times and you've failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning. Falk's memory. We are dancing to that song they start the broadcast with. We fell asleep watching that movie we had seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to the time when we were happy. Those memories are mine now. So she's got memories of someone else wedged in her. This, incidentally, that's Falk's room from earlier in the game. But before we go in there, I believe something was added in one of the patches. If I go all the way back, I can have weapons equipped. I didn't pick up the pistol. So I've just got 20 rounds of pistol ammo and nothing to shoot it from. Oh well, fuck it. Oh well, but I believe if you go all the way back, I'm pretty sure they added something in. This particularly messy room is Adler's office. That's Nitro Express ammo that I can't use. Adler's Diary. I've been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture discovered in Storage A. A strange box with a movable dial in the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking like a clock. Without Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there is anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, and her room is still locked. I had a dream tonight, another memory of a gestalt life, I believe. Of my gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform, there was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet and the card I was holding. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chess piece. In my memory, it was just another member of our staff, but no such replica has ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced a strange phenomenon. I'm going to go quickly back and see if I can explain all of this. This is the box you find earlier in the game, where to get into it, you need to check the locations on the astrolabe. Calibri's help. Yeah, this is just one of the two psychic people on board in the facility, the Calibris, has now, for some reason, has locked herself into the room and will not leave. So there's some psychic problems are happening apparently, and this dream, a lot of people reckon it's although I don't think this. A lot of people reckon that Adler is based off the spy, because the spy reckons that so it says here that he's testing a young one with some tarot cards, and you know the last puzzle I just did before coming into this weird area, that's the test used for testing to see if you're psychic. And he's got memories of testing a lass that's white hair. So some people reckon he's based off the spy, but given the fact that all the people that replicas are based off are all they're all in cryo somewhere, that's not very likely. So what I reckon it is, I think because they look kind of similar, I believe that's Ariane's memory of it being tested, being transmitted to him, and because he's similar to that person, they've kind of got it he's kind of ended up with it. And the engineer he's talking about is an Elster unit. Now, there was an Elster sent to Sierpinski, which was, I think, Elster S23, I believe, was the one that was sent there, but that's only in certain loops. And if you fail the game, if you die, you'll see on the little blue faded screen, it'll see, I think early on it says Elster 152, which is the one from the Elster unit from the ship. This one is Elster S23. So the Elster we're playing as is a different Elster unit to the one that you start the game as. And is now kind of got the memories of that Elster sort of put into her psychically. Here we go. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It's been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority which she bathes a room. More sick, making my work even harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that as our protector staff decreases, so does the workload we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts at treatment. Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet since I've spent my saved ration marks on that marvellous looking fountain pen. But I guess I'll make use of that notebook. What is this? Adler's Diary. Another one. Oh, fascinating. That's the same. What? Is this the same? It seems to be the same. I'm not sure why I put me into it. Cooking box. I met with Calibri to review the latest edition of the facility staff. This is a different one. Hang on. 84216. 84216. What's this? Evacuation Team C. Minor S2301. Minor ELS2301. So there is an Elster at this site. And that's the Elster that this one is. That I am. So these are the same. This is the diary from the same days. But they're different. I met with Calibri to review the latest editions of the facility staff. Halfway through the meeting, she stormed out of the room for no discernible reason. Ah, my throat's starting to go. Ein moment, bitte. Cough sweet on my desk. I'm gonna need it. Yeah, I've had a cold recently. As you can probably tell. On. And I'm out of energy drink. Right, she stormed out halfway through for no discernible reason. While incredibly rude of her, I didn't particularly mind since I've had quite the annoying headache ever since this morning. I had a dream tonight, the first one in a long time. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow. I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards, astronomical symbols on them, but I can't remember what I was doing with them. I had to go down to the mining site. We are still waiting for that new LSTR unit we ordered. The shipment was delayed. Oh, my throat's starting to go. The shipment was delayed by several cycles. But the excavation progress is still on schedule, so it shouldn't be a problem now, as long as no more staff get sick. I finally managed to open the strange box. Sadly, all it contained was a small notebook, of which all the pages turned out to be blank. For some reason, I feel like I knew beforehand, because he said it in that old one. Oh, a hydrate notice, yeah. I don't have anything to drink in here with me. This is getting dark, hang on. Light! There are children screaming outside. Is that okay? I don't know, the light, that's not going to work. Hang on. Tell you what, I'll finish reading this, then I will go grab a drink. Scream back. No, I'm not screaming back. My throat is going, as you can tell. I'll turn my light on and get a drink in a second. As if I feel like I knew beforehand, as if I'd already opened the box before. Apparently there's more rumours of an infectious disease spreading among Gestalt workers. Could it be another flu outbreak? BRB. Alright mate, see you in a second. Could it be another flu outbreak? The timing is quite concerning. Another diary filled for no benefit of my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one since I sent my bash marks at marvellous looking pen, but I guess I'll make use of that notebook. These are the same, basically the same notebook. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to get a drink. I returned, and this time, remember to turn the thing off. And I have a drink of water. So, let's continue reading these millions of notebooks here. So what do we got here? Adler's Diary. So that is the exact same one that's in the others. I have the Calibri today to review the latest edition. As usual, it ended in an extended argument. No matter what I do, that woman just always has to have the last word. Still, we both agreed that the LSTR unit was a good investment. So no adjustment will be needed to be made for now. So in the first diary we read, there's no LSTR unit that he remembers at all. There we go. So there's no LSTR unit in the first diary. The second diary, the LSTR unit has been ordered. And this third one, it's like, she's already got here. Another boring day. Even the paperwork is distressing and trivial lately. On the way back to my room, I saw another new star unit hit her head on the door frame. Had to go down to the mining site today. Oh, my throat's not suited for all this reading. Had to go down to the mining site today for the scheduled inspection. The new LSTR unit was showing some surveying equipment to me. when something she said about planets and stars suddenly made me realise that the dial reminded me of an astronomical calendar. I'll have to investigate further at once, now that my shift is over. The little bigger of the box could only distract me from the dullness of work for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook of which all the pages turned out to be blank. While the mechanism is fascinating, I'm not quite sure what to do with the box yet. It would make a nice gift for the commander. Maybe I should ask Kalibi what she thinks. In a fit of adventurousness, I decided to try something new for dinner and promptly regretted it. I could barely stomach the taste. It's a detestable combination of sweet and savoury. It made me sick. Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet since I spent my ration marks on this marvellous looking fountain pen. But I'll guess I'll make use of that notebook. LSTR! Also, that's what it stands for. Landvermessung Schiffstechniker Replica. Actually, this is also kind of helpful because I am trying to learn a bit of German, so. She's a land survey and ship technician replica, Magpie. Type, Generation 5 Cosmo Pioneer Specialist. Frame, biomechanical with carbon fiber reinforced polyethylene shell. And titanium skeleton, 178 centimeters tall. A versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited to specialists, sappers, and scouts. The technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which is the one I'm wearing now, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on the chest and forearms. Oh, good grief. You can also tell I don't talk a lot normally. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost, with the destruction of the central neural archive on Veneta, new else units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. So I am based off a dodgy copy of someone. And I believe that's everything in here. I'm still annoyed that I picked up all of that ammo and then didn't pick up the gun to use it. I just have to hope that the shotgun gives me enough, otherwise I'm going to have to reload the save. But this, all of this was added in one of the patches. This like secret room. I think the lighting's different, but yeah. This is the white and blue iconic armor that it was talking about, which is not the configuration I was in when I started. These are the two paintings which have been turning up this whole time. Into the final, there she is, Commander Falk. Why do you return? There is nothing for you here. She will never dance with us again. No matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore. Falk. Both of us were incomplete. Let us become whole again. A lot of dodging in particular. Come on. Stab her in the face. There we go. Top myself off. And now she has abs. Wonderful. Give me the shotgun rounds. No, they're glowing red. That's not synonymous. Give me the spear. Stab. I've used up everything here, have I? Okay. Ow. Stop firing weird sort of warping at me. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm stabbing her in the face with her own spears. Nope. Come on. Yeah, I do have a spear. It won't tell me anything about it, so such objects don't really exist. Oh, I am very low on health there. I believe, however, my auto-injector should help here. It's a bit awkward to do. No, you don't. No, you don't. Auto-inject. Come on. Go down, woman. Right. And this is the last one, I think. Come on. You don't know. Still have the auto injector on, that's good. I've got these weird baubles. I out? Shit, I am. I think I'm out of ammo. Shit. I think I've got into a situation I can't win. Can I think I can't win here. I'm going to double check, because I might have to reload the save or just die. I reckon it's... So I believe she's also on a timer. So if I can just keep dodging for a minute, she might get stunned. Come on. Health Mia is help me, by the way. There we go, she's down. Stab. There we go. Did it. Did it. Violent scene missing. Now we'll find out what ending I got. I'm hoping the one I want is the promise ending. But we don't know. I don't know yet anyway. Also 152. Now we are one. Waiting for this for a long time. Again, there's Adler after taking some face off. You've returned. Are you really willing to go through with this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. Go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. Selfish monster. You'll destroy everything. And there's the ship. last time I tried to open it and busted my arm. This time we got the hatch open. Man, this ship is really looking worse for wear. Lock is defective, the door cannot be opened. Penrose briefing, phase 2. By our calculations, 1500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new life on board the ship. As you approach the Orc Cloud, your search for new worlds will begin. Utilizing the long-range sensors, you will scout for valuable resources, habitable worlds, and signs of alien life. Remember to rely on your replica to assist you in maintaining your vessel. We all wish you great success in your mission. So that way is screwed, that way it's also screwed. This way I can go. Oh, this place is such a fucking tip. That place is fucked. I can go that way. I don't think I can go down there, it's just red. Cycle 225. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of Rockfront, of school, of the photo store. Sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wondered who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? But in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or ever meant anything to anyone, so why bother? Here I am finally free. I get to be myself and to do what I want. I can finally be happy. Yeah, I cannot go down that hole. So here we go. This place is looking really worse for wear. Cycle 648. I talked some more to the LSTR unit. The instruction manual for the LSTR unit specifically says don't do that. She's different from the replicas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers or the block file protector. I know she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad she's quiet and didn't approach me. Lately I've missed having someone I can talk to. It's been so long since I've last seen another person. I never thought I'd miss it. Except her, everything is the same in here. Always nothing ever changes. Like war, that never changes. That was that one. Penrose briefing phase 3. Start of decrypted transmission. Congratulations, comrade, you survived 3,000 cycles. Reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. With the end of the operational lifetime of your replica unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. If you have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, accept that you will not. Find solace in the thought that others might succeed where you failed. As you are probably aware, your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be depleted. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your replica, while it is still functional, to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you can take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. So they're literally just firing teenagers out into space and hoping for the best. Now, I believe I mentioned it right at the start of this LP, but the ship's name, the Penrose. If you've ever seen those little optical illusions of like a staircase that kind of like loops back in on itself and is like going on forever, those are called Penrose staircases. Which is a nice little nod to what's going on here. But yeah, they fired her off into space, and the ship only lasts so long. And as you can see here, it's fucking falling apart now. Yeah, look at this. Riddled with, got my mustache in my mouth, that's bad. This is just radiation up the fuck. So the poor lass is having a radiation leak out to her. So that explains all of the cancerous tumours we're seeing in this little psychic hellhole. Had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother, like back then. The numbers were on, and Mother was taking notes with a different book on her lap. It was the book that I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins lived. The one with the yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went to buy it, it was gone, and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Issa? I can't remember. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside the ship. I know every bolt on every panel in every room of it. I've seen everything. I've done everything there is to do here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my mind. Whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel the wind in my face and in my hair. I think I lost more hair. I'm sitting here, getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It feels like I'm just slowly dying. Yeah, Ariane has... If you couldn't tell, she's got severe radiation sickness and the cancer that comes from that. Lots of bloody smears everywhere. Doesn't even know how long this one is now. Cycle 5-something-9. I'm tired of it all. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. I'm scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? What if one of us doesn't wake up tomorrow? I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. I just want to sleep. Please, just let me sleep. Please, just make it stop. Please. And I believe that way, that's progress. So I'm going to have a little look in here. Looks familiar, doesn't it? I couldn't keep my promise. Despite my best efforts, I eventually fell ill too. It had to end this way. So her Elster, the one on the ship, Elster 152, the one with her, sadly, whatever the promise was that she made, that Elster died before she could fulfill it, and here she is. She's lying dead where she fell. Here we go. I like the way it just glitches. It's glitching out a lot there. It's time. This is all that's left. So, what ending did I get? I might have got it. I might have got memory. Oh, promise. I think I got it. Elster. I can't do it. You have to do it. It's time for this to end. Please. I'm sorry. Thank you. And there she goes. I did it. That was the ending I was after. That was the promise ending. Game by Rose Engine. Mostly made by two people, Barbara Whitman and Yuri Stern. Oh, they did a fucking fantastic job, those two. Animation by Barbara Whitman, programming by Yuri Stern. Administration art direction by the same two people again. And then Yuri Stern. Like, most of this is just two people. Written and directed by Yuri Stern. These are the people who helped, though, is Thousand Eyes and Cicada Sirens. They're the people who did the songs. Gideon Wolf as well. I bet Gideon Wolf will be a Foley artist. Playtesters. Special thanks. And the game backers. I think this was kickstarted. I'm not sure, it might have been. By Humble Games. I don't think they exist now. I'm not sure. Either way, I hope to see more stuff from Rose End because they did a fucking fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. And I will let you guys seal their names. Version, Rose Engine, Deutsch version, Rose Engine. Danke für Spielen. My Keyword Studios. Oh, that'll be for the French version and everything. What if it actually makes more sense if you play it in German? But I think it kind of helps with the cryptic, it being in another language, you kind of have to look up. I think that works pretty well. Console porting by the Knights of Unity. Number Station Recordings. Ah, yes. Because that's it's actually based off like a CD you can actually buy. Those are actual proper texts, actual books as well, those things. These are all the classical musics. I believe the two things it just mentioned were the paintings that you can see. Revolver model. A couple of people did some modelling on it then. But yeah, I really, really hope that we get more stuff from these guys in the future. Here we go. Riddle time, 11 hours, 8 minutes, 50.33 seconds. Total active play time. So this that'll be the time that I wasn't, in menus. Times save 39, times loaded 5. Times died 2. Average time between saves. About 17 minutes. Damage taken. 2538. 1,899 healings. 8 times cheated death. Enemies killed 141. Shots fired 294. Ending promise. Yes, because that's the one I wanted. So off the screen.